when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. Tonight, the second of our 2 divisional games on this Saturday. It's the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. Got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Off we go from the Superdome. On the return is Rodgers. Oh, and there's a big hit right away. He is knocked down hard on the opening kickoff. Begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll go play action here with Milton. He'll get this one complete to the rookie from Wisconsin. That's his first grab in this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Deputy! 1918! Ready.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
It is 3rd and long.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
From the gun, here's Milton. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now 4th down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. 21-yard line.
Dropping a minute, but can't steer it no more. Riding a wave, but now you're chilling on shore. What's it used to being rich when your inside's gone? To this, what you don't want to see more, you want to see more. You want to see some. Life that slows you down, your body is acting up, your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas, You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a bug. You still feel paralyzed, the bugs and try. Friends just having kids ain't adding up. I'm still used to having a world.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1. We gon' party like this sugar. We gon' sip like this sugar. And you know we don't feel like a birthday party in the club. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
Here we go, Scott. Cowboy 80. Go.
They'll stick with him again. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, New Orleans. At the 42-yard line.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The man down the field. It's Olave. And he will go all the way. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Point after try forthcoming. He gets it to go. Saints are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006. We welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, the second of our 2 divisional games on this Saturday. It's the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. With my partner Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go here in New Orleans.
First down 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Giants sending out their punter, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here. Able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is brought in. And he'll take this one in. Darnell Washington. Touchdown Saints. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. See how the rest of the drive unfolds.
He's taken down just shy of midfield. Picked up there of 13. That's good for a Giants first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game. Get him the ball.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Milton's pass.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, here's the rookie from Southern Cal. Not much to speak of on that one. Easy a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Johnny Lions. 18, Pioneer.
Now they'll set up to throw. Pass is caught by Olave. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Viking 18.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
2nd and 6.
From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. Throwing now from the gun. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
15-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So That might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Giants' 5-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, New Orleans. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Makes the score Saints 14, Giants nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Hilton now to throw on 1st and 10.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Up the middle they go. He'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. He'll get this out wide. Still going inside the 20. And he will score. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, Giants. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play run after catch.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. The return starts from the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Okay, it's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. That's made right side. It's Johnson. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
At the 31-yard line.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end. Mike kind of patrolling that center field safety position, but this time he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
Ready, set. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. Cougar 19. Watch the line, watch the ball, watch the ball.
He'll drop to throw. This one complete to Washington. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
This is 3rd and 6.
Get it. Cowboy 80. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Saints first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
1 quarter down in this NFC divisional round matchup. 14-7 is our score. More from New Orleans after this. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. They've got it. 2nd down and 2.
Mustang 19. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
He'll try the right side this time, and he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
brings up 2nd.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18, Pioneer. Trap 60, Trap 60.
They'll throw out of the gun. The throw here is complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal. Trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Back to the air one more time. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick.
And he'll take it on in. Throwing down Washington. Touchdown Saints. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. And that is number 2. Great. He is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer.
ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
Here we go.
Play action. Now it's Milton. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage is very stout there. Intended to bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
He's going to have the first down and more. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
First down.
I know, I'm biased, but listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If that was in a critical situation, there is no strong goal. The best offensive play callers in the NFL do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense. It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had third and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, and see if you can go score.
Okay, ready?
They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
Ready? Go!
They'll go play action here with Milton. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, like not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Quincy Riley. He's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now. Like, he just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
2. 60 Eagles. 60.
They'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking them down for a loss.
Third and long.
Let's go. 77 Wolf.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. It's 4th down looming. On 4th down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. His drive will start on the ground, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. And he studs things there for the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Come on.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
And it winds up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Panther 11.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now a timeout for Giants. That is their 2nd. Clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready? 19 Lions. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Ready?
On 1st down, here's Milton. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just that there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbor. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Warriors 70, 60 Eagles, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he is out of bounds.
17 more yards.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Chad Ryland on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
Ryland's kick is good. And the Giants cut the deficit a bit. But his score is now 21-10.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the third quarter. He'll get across the 20, mark them down to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And open downfield, it's Johnson to the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Throwing on first and 10 is Milton. Throw left side, that's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
That's a great example of why the premium players in this league on defense, Mike, they're the guys that impact the passing game, whether that's defensive backs or guys that can defend at a high level, but especially pass rushers, because even though he doesn't get the sack, it's the pressure that leads to the bad throw that leads to the incompletion.
Here's a third down and 4.
19 sight, 19, moving up.
Get out of the gun is Milton. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Left side into the hands of Olave. Brought them down up at the 44-yard line. 15 yards. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Hold it ready.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60. Crack all 80. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
32-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Crack all 80.
They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up the key third down?
They need to get to the 22, but now face third down.
Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 19 Lion. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. A gain of 16, good enough for a first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
That is caught out wide on the RPO, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball.
Giants 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. We're stopped in his tracks at the 15-yard line. Hilton now to throw on first and 10. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down. From the gun, here's Milton. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down. he'll get forward a few yards on the
Saints
return.
take over
And
first
that's
and
where the
10
offense
at
will
their
take
own
over.
33-yard line.
Okay, break. Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Christian.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Got it, ready.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Tag. Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Christian Harris. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
Y'all gotta pardon my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. Anybody know Power Rangers? Mine's also dangerous. Y'all talk about
Two. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let go.
Back to throw. We'll get this out quickly to Olave. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The Giants
And
take
he's
over
going to be brought
first and
down
10
after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Let's go.
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Ready. Ready.
Now Milton. And that is incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play. It stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
Warriors 70. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Washington. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Good for a Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
He'll look to throw. That's to the right side and incomplete.
a rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts to talk things over before 3rd down.
Ready up. Right there, we can do it. Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
That screen just never had a chance. Anytime the running back has the ball and he's making guys miss in the backfield, there's going to be no timing to the play. It just allows too much time for the rest of the defense in pursuit to get there, and in this case winds up as no gain.
We won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
To the air on 3rd down is Milton. And he is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. He's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Fake the give, and now it's Milton. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all on his own.
That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
19 Lions. 6.
Milton going to look to throw it again. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it was all to the ground. It's incomplete.
Okay, ready.
2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
To the air once more is Milton. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to him. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Try to pick this one up on the ground. staying right there. They're going for it. Fourth and a couple. They'll go. Here's Milton. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Ready.
They'll go on the ground with Kevin Neal. And he is putting in the work. Dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and a yard.
70 Timberwolves. Cougar 19. Crutch. Take off.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Ready. 70 Lions. Go.
They'll go play action here with Milton. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
First down.
They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
First down, Giants.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. That's made right side. It's Johnson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
16 yards.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
A gain of
Ball
16
rests at the
yards.
37. It's first and 10.
New York.
Go. 19 Tiger.
Get out of the gun is Milton. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Quincy Riley.
Milton's pass. Intercepted. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready.
It's first down, and they'll run. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Second and 12.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to go all the way. An electrifying run. 71 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with the win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Makes the score Saints 42, Giants 10.
ready to go once more as the kick's away. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line.
Come on. Hit. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. Left side in the hands of Neighbor. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Here comes 2nd and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's Milton. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Try and throw with Milton. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. And 11.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Ready. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.